those are the type of losses that kept me up late at night. They were 1-2 plays away. You think about every possibility just to get 1 or 2 more buckets.
Getting established positioning inside. Once Allen has this, he is a threat to score.
Here's Porzingis. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year.
For a team with their talent, it's a bit surprising how poorly they played in this matchup last year.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Just 5 on the clock. A nice shot by Tatum.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
And it's Mitchell, the miss. Right side Tatum. From the arc. The rebound by Garland.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
Pass to Porzingis. Kick out to Brown. Back to Porzingis. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. And the jam by Brown.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easy.
To the inside. Outside Garland. Back to Allen. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Kristaps Porzingis picks foul. Stan, once teams get into the postseason, what kind of changes do we typically see?
Well, Brian, the one thing you see for sure is everybody's rotation will get shorter and the best players' minutes will go up. There's no more experimentation now. It's time to put your best players out there for as many minutes as possible.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Mobley gets it to go.
Assist from
imposing inside. Mobley is just too much.
They kick it out to Porzingis. It's good.
Porzingis.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Out to the right wing. Porzingis with it. Guarded now by Mitchell.
2 minutes.
Pass to Tatum. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the long J. Tatum's got 5 points.
Well, look at how his team works to get Tatum set up for success. Feeding him when he's ready to fight.
Time called here. The Cavs decide to talk it over. The Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now here's Horford. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. There's a minute 17 left to play in the first. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Hunter can't get it to go.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Pass to Horford. Hunter with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading. Oh, they pick off the pass. Here's Pritchard. Still without a bucket. Out to the wing. To the paint. Here's Horford. Over Hunter. Down low. Hunter with some nice D. We've got 22 seconds left in the first. Allen. Misses the layup. Pass to Pritchard. And rejected. Here's Allen. No good on the buzzer beater.
The end of the first quarter with the score.
Jared Allen getting it
The
done.
Celtics 9. The Cavaliers 10.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Cleveland foul.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life.
Well, it shows, Allie, for sure.
Donovan Mitchell.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Boston.
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 5. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Third team foul.
Well, look, if you're trying to slow down White, you first have to match his activity level.
And, Coach, you look at Derek White. Maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board. It took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Right now, fans.
Cleveland calls timeout. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
To the middle. Now here's White. 6 points for him. Pass to Hunter. Basket counts.
DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Porzingis with it. KP wrecks the rim.
Well, if Porzingis gets within arm's length of the hoop, he's not going to make many mistakes.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, the defense did everything they could there, but his skills as a finisher, wow.
Pass to White. Inside. Right side, Holiday. Porzingis for 3. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball.
Substitutions for the Celtics. Luke Cornett.
Here's Jerome.
Pritchard.
Yet to see a basket. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. And you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
He's really become a better all-around player. Brown's passing continues to evolve. Nice find.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball.
Substitutions for the Celtics. Al Horford.
The Celtics with the lead. Hauser. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Pritchard.
Hauser's gotten 4 this quarter.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Out to Horford. Again, Boston.
Horford. Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Outside Strus. Pass to Hunter. Back to Strus. And the layup falls. Strus has got his first bucket in this one.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Offensive rebound. Out to Horford. 4-3. Knocks down the triple. Horford's got 5.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Celtics lead by 7. Pass to Hauser. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And Mobley's got the ball here. The Cavaliers. And this one's in the books. They'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings.
17.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Line for the Cavaliers.
These are his first free throws of the game. And Strus drops them both.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Pass to Walsh. Off target with the 3. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Cleveland shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. To the paint. Here's Allen. Off with the layup. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play.
With the score, the Celtics 26.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Great move by Tatum. Getting to the rim and throwing it down.
Coach closing in on 2 decades in the league. Al Horford continues to put in the work.
Well, Brian, that's what it takes to make sure your body is able to compete against players half your age. He's never shied away from doing all the little things.
Now here's Garland. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. Back to Mobley. The shot's good.
Evan Mobley.
Mobley's got 5.
Easy does it. Mobley is such a fluid athlete for his size.
Here's Brown. On the wing, Tatum. Back to Brown. Brown catches in. A terrific finisher inside.
defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers are having success. Point guard Darius Garland said, "We're building something here and we've come a long way. It feels amazing having our own legacy. We're just trying to keep it going. The whole city is behind us." And Brian, they know there's still work to do.
And they've got no problem with that, Allie. Thank you. Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Tremendous effort from Allen, one of the top offensive rebounders in the game.
Outside Mitchell. And out of bounds. The Celtics will take it.
Boston ball. Substitution on the
Celtics
court.
lead by 4. Here's Brown. Mitchell grabs a miss. Down low. Here's Hunter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Hunter's gotten his second bucket.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Kick out to Brown. To the inside. 6 to shoot.
Cavaliers foul.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
Cleveland calls timeout.
Cleveland.
Stan, we've seen a resurgence for Kristaps Porzingis over the last few seasons. What changed?
Well, Brian, he really dug down into the numbers, identifying his best shot profile and really focusing on that. It's helped his efficiency.
The Celtics entertainment, everyone. Give them a hand.
Cavaliers trail by 6. To the middle. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Assisted by.
And has to fight through contact to get the finish. Mobley keeping his cool under duress.
2 minutes.
Outside Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Timeout. Cavaliers.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Your Celtics.
Well, look, the ball security has been non-existent. They have
Substitutions
to
for
calm
the
down
Celtics.
and do a better job taking control of the ball.
Derek White.
And Cleveland has possession.
Evan Mobley.
6-point game.
Assisted.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Now a timeout called by Boston. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
And Boston calls time here.
And we all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Substitution on the court. Boston, timeout. Okay, fans, who needs a free t-shirt? Get up on your feet.
1:43 left in the third quarter. Right side, Craig. Launches a three. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's Allen. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
And for Allen, it's about getting to his spots. When he's doing this, he's capable of catching fire.
Here's Craig. Elbow shot. Boston again missing. Right side, Hunter. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Hunter's got 6.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Pass to Hauser. Back to Pritchard. 5 to shoot. The shot that time not on target. Great D that time from Allen. Left side, Mitchell.
Celtics foul.
For the lead.
Ball.
And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
You know, I've got 2 words to describe Donovan Mitchell. Dynamic scorer. You put this man in just about any situation, and he'll find a shot no matter what.
Well, a miss is unfortunate, but he still manages to put them ahead. Barely.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pritchard gets it to go. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
This is the second trip to the line in the game.
Second team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Shooting for Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell.
Both free throws good for Mitchell. Boston trailing.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
To the paint. Here's Hauser. Not going to go that time. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Cleveland on top.
40. The Cavaliers. 41.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure back basketball.
It's the start of the fourth quarter. Make some noise,
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They lead by 1. Bullseye!
Darius Garland.
And they just continue to sharpen their offense here in the second half.
To the inside. White. Inside. White gets it to go.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
And stolen by Holiday. Here's Tatum. The shot off that time. And here comes Cleveland. Inside. Here's Allen. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
White, good.
Putting his court vision on full display. Holiday plays the role of forger pretty effectively.
Let him hear you. Get loud.
Cleveland calls timeout. Let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Give them a hand.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done. So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to Garland. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
It's Brown on the wing. Back to Holiday. on the money with a shot from the left block. And the Celtics lead by 1.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
And the call will be against Derek White.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Here's Mitchell. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on White.
What you love about Mitchell, he plays with energy, explosiveness, and courage.
And he sinks the second.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
Porzingis for 3. Nails it from 3.
Well, at center, Porzingis gives you a true three-level score. That's why he's so valuable offensively.
Now here's Garland. Back to Mitchell. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Boston leading by 3. Here's Tatum. On the wing, Tatum. Lets it go from deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
I just love the ball movement.
Time called here. The Cavs decide to talk it over.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to be focused.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
Cavaliers trip by 6. Down low. And it's Allen. Slams it home.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. The shot by Holiday, no good. Outside Garland. Back to Mitchell. To the left wing. Pass to Allen. 5 on the clock. Shoots. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments. I like where he took that shot. The D was just too strong.
Fast break. Here come the Celtics. And it's Jared Allen with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
The Cavaliers making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
And Boston calls time here.
Celtics.
They're leading by 4. A minute and a half left to the 4th quarter.
Make some noise.
Cavaliers on D. Trailing by 4. Here's Tatum. No, stopping it there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play. It's going to be Evan Mobley. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Yeah, something else I love that they're doing is driving into the lane and getting the shots they want in penetration.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that in this free throw when it's all said and done.
I love whenever Porzingis hits the offensive boards. He has the height needed to hurt defenses in this regard.
Allen can't get it to go. Right side Holiday. On the the wing, Tatum. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Celtics.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And the wins have been piling up for them. Tonight will be their 58th of the year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kristaps Porzingis.
Terrific initiative. Not content to let the game come to him, he went out and made it his own. Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
It's Spider time. Donovan Mitchell, ice in his veins.
Now here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're down by 7. 17 seconds left to play in the fourth. All right, guys, what's your take?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Big Jared Allen outshining the bright lights.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, it's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
At the line for your Celtics.
And he's unable to get the second one. The three from Okoro. Offline. And so it's Boston with the W. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.